So just coming out of the scrimmage, and what did you see there? Now that you've had a couple days to reflect on it, where do you feel that the team is now?
It's always a good experience for young guys to be able to play in front of fans for the first time on the Thomas & Mack floor, with referees in the building, and with score and time being kept, because the first several minutes of that scrimmage we looked like we hadn't practiced, and that's normal. And then we adjusted and did some good things in the scrimmage. I think a couple things coming out of the scrimmage that we have addressed in the last several days and will continue to address is the fact that, number one, we've got to be in even better shape. We did a good job with our preseason conditioning and have spent a lot of time on our conditioning, but just there's no substitute for basketball shape. And then the other thing is I've got to make sure that we manage shot selection. And we're always going to play with freedom or with confidence, but we've got to make sure that we take good shots. We've got too many guys on the court that have the ability to be scorers, that have the ability to make plays. We've got to just make sure, and we will make sure we take good shots. Those are the two big things. There are other things we all have to address as we move forward, but those are the two main things coming out of the scrimmage for me.
Is there anything in particular that you were impressed by, whether it was execution on a certain play or anything like that?
I thought that both Chris Wood and Kendall Smith both did very good jobs in the scrimmage. I thought that one of the things we've talked about is the importance of Chris Wood becoming a low post, mid post presence for us on both ends of the floor, and not relying on the fact that he does have the ability to face the basket. And I thought he passed up a lot of shots and showed a lot of restraint, which is what he needs to do. And I thought that he was effective. He got to the free throw line, he rebounded the ball, and then I thought Kendall showed great progress as well. I think he gives us another very capable player who can play minutes at the point guard spot. I think that both he and Cody are doing a good job there.
What did you think of the way that Dwayne played in that situation?
Well, Dwayne is fearless. One of the many things he does well is play with a high motor, attacks the boards, both ends of the floor, and we need him to be an energizer guy for us. He was very confident. He's still learning about shot selection. He certainly is a guy who has the ability to make shots from mid-range, can attack the basket, and he does so many things. I don't want him to get to the point that he just focuses on whether his shot's going in or not. He works hard every single day on shooting the ball, and he's going to have the opportunity to shoot open shots, but there's so many other things that he does well. But again, he's got to work on his shot selection.